Well, okay, so sorry about that chess stream. I'm not good at chess, and I get very mad at losing games at which I know I am bad at, but I feel like I should be good at. So we're not gonna do that. We're gonna play Transport Fever, because I forgot it is Train Tuesday. And even though that slight character flaw might get in my way sometimes, you know, I love trains, and we're going to fuck around with trains because that is fun. And on this channel, we have fun. The thing about chess for me is at one point, I was a 1,000 rated player. I was able to beat 1100s at the game of chess. Now, what happened between that and now, I couldn't tell you, but now I am 500 points lower rated, and that upsets me, because, you know, if you think you're good at something and then someone's like, you suck, it's like, that's not fun. Well, this guy is an interesting, what's it called? Interesting route. So we're gonna follow him around. This game is, like, collapsing under the weight of itself. It is damn near impossible to maintain the population and all of the trains and trams and buses and people and trucks and soon to be airplanes. But yeah. We're just gonna be following Mr. Marcus Jones around. Actually, why don't we rename him to John CB, who probably is not watching because I ended the stream and the chess stream. And yeah, unless he's still here, in which case, congratulations, you are here. Yeah, the thing about chess is you need to know, you need to spend hours and hours and hours studying it. I don't do that. I like to see a move that I think looks good, and I play it. And if people can refute it, then that's good. But the thing is when people are playing the Wayward Queen attack and all of these, like, quite literally, like, foolish moves that are objectively bad. They're easily refutable. You know, it just upsets me when I can't do that despite knowing how to do that. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like this frustrating kind of thing where it's like, well, I used to be able to do that, so why can't I now? And off we go aboard the East Havens Nord Pacific. This is a beautiful 462, probably one of my favorites to use. There are some European steam engines that I just really like the look of. French steam engines, German steam engines, Austrian steam engines. Not the biggest fan of British steam engines, sorry to the Brits, but I don't know, just put all of the mechanics on the outside, you know? So he's entering a tunnel now, so we might as well railfan a bit. And also, we must high-speedify the track. Actually, just in general, we need to also make catenary for it. There it goes. Well, I got most of my my viewers back, it seems. I do apologize for my my outbursts against the chess community. Something's going on down here. We got freight action. What's this? That doesn't look like the same line. Where are you right now? Oh yeah, it is. Oh, this is a cool junction. If it'll stop stuttering. This is why I'm wondering the longevity of this series. This stutter is killing the game. For me, at least. I don't know about you guys, but, I could not tell you what is going on with that. Sometimes I just zoom out and then zoom back in and it fixes it, but, the population of this map is now extended to be about, 444,000 people, and we're shipping 5.7 million units of cargo. Like, it's ridiculous. The best thing we can do is just kind of plot on. Hope that we make it to, like, 1950 or so. So this is the East Haven that comes in this way. We're just upgrading all of the tracks to be electrified and high speed. Because eventually, maybe even in this episode, we will get an engine known as the GG1, which is an iconic staple of passenger rail. Got plenty of trains here, leaving the station and simultaneously blocking the track. So let's fix that. Oh, we don't want that. Where is this guy coming out even? Oh, here. Want to put it in spots. Yeah, there are just some games, I don't get, yeah, I do get too competitive with. The games I like are, like, strategy-based and, you know, just sort of games like this, you know what I mean? Ooh, action. That's a steel train going to Havenland, I believe. Autosave, and when it's done autosaving, it's gonna start stuttering again. Just watch. Of the games I have this game called Red Orchestra, which is like a simulator of the Soviet invasion of Berlin and Stalingrad and such. You know, I think that could be a cool thing to do. I'm super into historical games like that. So then you come under here. Oh, I see. So this one goes into this tunnel. Oh, this is that super long West Haven passenger thing. The game's actually doing okay now. Like, look at that. That's at a fair lick. The objective of today is to just relax and enjoy the worlds that we are in. Just make minor adjustments to the infrastructure. Oh, that's how you do it. Oh my god, I did not know that feature was in this game. You can just go like, boom, replace existing. That's crazy. Look at that. I do think they should make it so it's like replace all signals, or they just automatically just update to, you know, like the electric ones, because that's what happened. They got rid of semaphores real fast, because it's way easier to just read a light than it is to like... Wow, it's weird. The chess actually was doing better, viewer-wise. Get a lot of... I actually had someone in the chat talking, which is rare nowadays. I mean, I want to be friendly with the chat and stuff. It's like, I just feel like I'm like talking to nobody for like 2 hours every day. It's starting to make me go a little nuts, if I'm being honest. Now the game's stuttering again. Well, we got all of the trains here. I'm pretty sure this is 3 out of 4 East Haven passenger services. The Gorian Defeated that goes up there. One of the goods trains. There goes the G&D passenger main line. An oil train pulling out, pulled by a 264. Alright, now we're taking the Pax Northern to Lachlan when it decides to show up. Who knows when that will be. There are a lot of people waiting on this platform. And I'm assuming... Whoops, that's not what I wanted. I'm assuming it's because, what's it called? The trains are just like all like lined up behind each other, you know what I mean? Now it's stuttering again. Come on, please. Ah, here's a train we actually need to replace. Because we have new trains. Yes, we do. We have the Russian class FD, which is a monstrous 210-2, not a 210-2T, but, yeah. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These can do a lot. Yeah, they're real powerful. And these are going to take over for a lot of the British 280s that we still have rolling around. That's a mountain. Let's take a look at this while we're waiting for our Gallant Express to come rocketing on through. These are some of my favorite engines in the game. Yeah, check it out. Beautiful. Going the other way is a Garrett, heading for, I believe, the same place. Oh, and there's the other one. Look at that. Yeah, methinks these need a replacement. There's 4 of them. So, what we can do is just have 2, but like, there's 13 cars on each, we can just double that. 26 cars on each one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And a caboose, of course. Place. High maintenance. Get rid of these. Yes. And then you are going to be 2229 and 2230. And they can both hold 324, which means they're going to be hauling 600 out of here. Which isn't a lot, but it'll do. Or it's not as much as we need, I should say. Okay, let's see. We need to find we need to find the remaining moguls that exist on this line. There seems to be a few. No, I guess we actually replaced those on the, No, we didn't. Here we are. Okay, 15 cars on each. Sure thing. Let's put 30 on each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that should be, how many do we have? 1, 5, 10, 15, 20. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Nice. Place them. Oh, it doesn't like it. So now the South Haven Railroad has the new 210-2 class. Now the Pax Aldel needs an update. The question is, what do we put on there? Probably nothing. Oh, I remember what I wanted to do today. So while we're waiting for John to board his train, we need to rebuild this station and this one. Because we're going to connect this line to here and have the Broadway just go straight into Shoreport. And we're actually going to scrap the line that exists now. So we're going to confirm the destruction of this. Come over here to Aldel. Passenger buildings. Update this station now. But first we need platforms, and we're going to need passenger platforms, of course. Then we put these all over here, and then passenger buildings, big buildings. Then we delete this, unless we can... Oh yeah, we gotta delete that. Then we just drag this on over here. Cut out the land. Let's give it a smooth. Actually, let's give it a flat. That actually looks really nice. Now, this is going to be tricky, but I think we can do it. No catenary. And we do that. Oh my god, this breaks literally everything. Need to get rid of this entire block. Cool. We are destroying this whole town. That, I suppose, is the nature of the beast, though. Boom. Got it. Hopefully the town decides to expand some more. And does not give up. And just, like, completely, allow itself to be demolished. Alright, Pax Aldel, manage line. You two are gone. Sold to the Winterway. Now, the Winterway Broadway no longer ends at Aldel. Instead, it continues on to Shoreport. Yep. Then you come back through Aldel. And perfect, right? Using the 2 tracks. Nice. Come in here, delete that. That little Shoreport main line was a mainstay for the South Haven for quite some time, but you know, all things must pass. Something's going on with this bus station. There we go. That fixed it. This looks weirdly nicer than having both stations. I couldn't tell you what's going on with that, but... Do we have any other road crossings we can use? How about this one? That, I think, was the one that we had. Stupid mountains in the way. We gotta put down a bus stop here. Alright, after Chestnut Street. Before you go to... Oh, geez, hang on. Island Street. Then Chestnut Street, Allville, Chestnut Street, boom. This is now kind of a useless station. I don't think it has much of a purpose. Now we're back over here. Where in the blue hell are the Pax Northerns? You're going to Hamden. You're going to East Haven the wrong way. You're going to West Haven Grand Central, and you're completely stopped, which means there's a problem. It's because you were trying to go in there. This signal should not be here. Instead, it should be up here. Yeah, follow a person around, and if their train doesn't come, there's a... Oh my lord, this is that oil train that's supposed to be on the other side of the map over there. What are you doing? I can't stand the pathing in this game sometimes. It really aggravates me that it just doesn't do the right thing. Like, all of these trains have just lost millions of dollars just sitting here because it went the wrong way. Oh, I keep losing viewers. Do people enjoy this? Like, feel like if you don't enjoy this, like, say so in the chat. I'll, like, do something else. Like, you know, I'm really starting to wonder. Like, I can't even get 3 viewers for the whole time. Like, I'm clearly doing something wrong. And whatever that is, I'd like to know so I can fix it. But if I'm not made aware, then there's nothing I can do, because I don't know what it is. Wow, there's a lot of goods here. My god. Let me guess. Traffic is backed up. Oh my god. It's backed up all the way across the map. There's literally nowhere on the entire West Haven circuit in this area where... Okay, at least that's fine. Pax Northern, that shouldn't even be here. I don't know why it's here. They're going to Hamden. They're going to West Haven Grand Central. We're going to Sprigwell. So in other words, Mr. John CV is going nowhere for a long time. There are 570, oh my god, 574 passengers waiting. That's absurd. Moving around the map does also cause a bit of stutter, because it's like, oh my god, all these new people. Here's a PAX Northern. Let's just take a ride on it. And we lost John CV. Let's see if we can find him in this mass of people. There's no way in hell there's 500 people on this. Let's see, anyone going to Lachlan? Hey. Wait, if he's going to Lachlan, William Williams. Nice. Well, yeah, wait a second. If he's going to Lachlan, then why would he be on the other platform? He'd be on this one. I feel like one thing this game should do is just cut these people out, or just like have like, instead of them being like animated, like if the animations are bad, all right, like you can just like have them just stand there motionless and it would not make much of a difference. Note to self, don't play chess before or during streaming, because I get cranky. Especially when the game starts to break down. Where are you going? You're going to Cold Shoulder. Okay, so this guy won't disappear, because that building will never be demolished. You're going to Cold Shoulder Canyon and Shoreport. Oh god, what do I even do about this? Should I make a bus going to Lachlan? Just to, like, stop this? I think I should, and I'm gonna hate myself for this, but we have to circumvent the train line. I didn't think it would ever come to this, but it's gotta happen. Let's use a metal bridge. And now we need a new bus. What is going on with these trucks? What are these? I don't think we need 16 of these. Let's just delete 8 of them. Because we're about to make 8 buses in replacement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. New line. It's going to be 1. No, let's make a tram. What am I doing? Yeah, give me tram track. Electric, player ownership, yes, so they cannot destroy it. Then it just comes on down this way. Bus lane, yes. Now where's the Lockwood bus station? It's over here. Boom. Now with that, we can make some trams. As Doc Friday would say, you're Daisy if you do. You can hold 20 people, you can hold 24. What's the fastest thing on rails right now? You. You can hold 25, you can hold 35. Let's use, how about you, 50? But no passenger for some reason.
This can hold 23 and can go 60. Let's use these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. New line, please. Then you're gonna go 1. And you're gonna go 2. Trolley. And apparently there's no electric tracks somewhere. Because it didn't, oh my god, come on. Do it. Delete all of these.
Where? Why? What? Tram track electric. Jeez. I thought I did that. Did I just not electrify the whole thing? No, I didn't. Because it's being ridiculous. And we don't need the bus lane. Okay. Now, East Haven Lockwood Trolley, please paint yourselves a nice shade of orange. Very high maintenance. There we go. Now, how's the PAX Northern doing? PAX Northern's a pretty damn long route, but I believe when Amtrak finally comes around, what's going to happen is we're just going to have the West Haven main line and this merge together. And it's going to be just one of the big loops that kind of cuts through the midland of the map. Okay, one train with 120 passengers on board has finally pulled into Lockwood Hall. What I think we need is to add more coaches. Alright, K4. These are pretty powerful, so I think we should be able to get away with this. Passenger, please. Oh, you know what? Yeah, because we have these now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and now they can hold 330 people. Boom, go. But what is your... On a high grade, you can go 34 kilometers. That's to be expected. But now never will you run full, which is weird to say, but it's better that way, I suppose. If you're going to a residential building, I'm curious where that is. That could be anywhere. Let's just enjoy the sights and sounds of East Haven while we wait for our train to arrive. Whoops. Drops the tennis ball. While we wait, Ronaldo Square Conmats train, which is currently being serviced by these, is going to get an upgrade. We're going to use the 210-2, or we could use the Mountain. That's also an option. What's better? 22 cars. Yeah, let's use this. This is, eventually we're gonna get like combination cars. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and a caboose. Place. Very high. Guess it doesn't matter too much. Get rid of 1. 2240. Here it comes. We're just trying to downsize as much as possible. Positive train control or precision scheduled railroading, or whatever you want to call it. Logging trains also use Ronaldo Square as a through way to get to wherever it is they're going. The East Haven Railroad really has proven to be like one of the busiest networks. Oh my god, this is coming in on this side. It's not coming in here. Which means... what does that mean? What the hell is going on here? Hang on. What are you waiting for? You're going to East Haven. But you're going the wrong way. Go this way. Yeah, go back to Deep Castle. Nothing should be up here. What? Why are all of these trains doing this. The line is fixed. I fixed it because it was broken before. I think it's still like recovering. Then you are going the right way. Nice. You are that train. 6009, where are you coming from? Okay, you just left Lachlan. Okay, cool. Almost half full. At that. Let's take a little ride. This is the Pennsylvania K4 class Pacific engine, known in River Delta Canyon as the I-2. This locomotive was used during World War II as to pull troop trains, to pull express passenger, and it could do so in spades because of its high power. They were rebuilt, you know, like right before the war, with superheaters, which is basically when you have the boiler, you have a bunch of tubes running from the firebox up to the smoke box, and the smoke box is where the smoke comes out, and the smoke stack and all that stuff. A superheater is basically you take those tubes and you fold them over each other, so there's more of a heating surface, so the train can build a higher steam pressure without risk of explosion. And speaking of explosion, we're about to explode the speed limit on this line, which is going to help everybody. Finally, a Pax Northern coming the other way. Chock full of passengers, too. I have half a mind to double head the Pax Northern, just because of how many people are riding it. Are we gonna do it? 2 K4s? Yeah, let's do it. Let's have a pre-war and a post-war, but the war hasn't happened yet. Alright, yeah, let's do it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, then 1, 2. How can you do? That's better. And with a 440 capacity. Now that's dangerous. And it's not unrealistic. During the 30s, especially during the Great Depression and World War II, to see 2 K4s on the head end of a train was not uncommon, because back in the day with passengers, they also had what were called RPOs, or Railway Post Office cars, and those would actually take up, in some cases, the majority of real estate on a passenger train. There would be like 9 or 10 of them right behind the engines, and then there'd be like 2 or 3 passenger cars. Unfortunately, there's not really an adequate mail system in Transport Fever 2, so having a mixed passenger freight mail special is not exactly... God, that headlight is way too bright. We are going to... No, not manage line, manage vehicle. Edit, please. We're just gonna do a little switcheroony. We're gonna put the post-war one behind, or the pre-war one behind the post-war one, because I like the headlight on the other one better. Modified for $0. There we go, that's a little better, isn't it? Jessica Kasumi says, don't forget. Oh, and thank you for doing this, for adding information that I don't know. Don't forget, 425 were built, my god. Many were displaced west of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania due to the electrification of the Pennsylvania from the 1910s to the 1930s. Some were kept east of Harrisburg for commuter service on the Pennsylvania-Reading Seashore lines, the New York and Long Island branch services from South Amboy to, or Long Branch services from South Amboy to Bayhead Junction. Thank you for that. I love when people come in like with knowledge that I previously did not have. I pretty much go by, like, you know, I know a little bit about each engine. You know, I don't know a ton about one in particular, you know what I mean? But that sounded like a Pennsylvania Railroad fan, just at heart, you know. Unfortunately, there's no model for the mountain type, so we ended up having to use Renfe Spanish ones to fill in for the, yes, this is something I did know. Two are preserved, 1361 and 3750. Both are the official steam locomotives for the state of Pennsylvania. I wonder what they're gonna say when the T1 Trust is completed, because that's gonna be a real crazy thing. Like, I'm so excited for the T1 to be finished. I know there's like a Train Fever mod for the T1 that you can somehow import into TPF2, but I don't know how to do any of that shit, so I'm just not gonna bother with that. We're gonna use the K4, and unfortunately, my computer cannot handle 451 K4 engines, so we're just gonna stick with the numbers we have here. Pulling into Deep Castle now, which is kind of a representation of DC, Washington, DC. DC for Deep Castle. We got another Pax Northern coming down the other way from West Haven. Thank you also for tuning in, Jessica. That's, your information is very helpful, and, I don't know, that's very nice of you to, provide that. Jessica says, I hope the Trust can fix the wheel slip issues the T1 engines were known for, mostly because the crews weren't properly trained from the K4s to the T1. That is true. Another factor, I think, and this is more opinion based rather than being based in fact, but so I've driven a steam engine before, and the guy who taught me how to do it told me that a lot of museum railways, all of the old engineers who were even old enough to drive steam engines, were taught to drive them like they were going to be in the scrapyard next week. You know what I mean? So I think part of the reason why the T1s weren't successful is because the engineers were just like, oh, these are going to get replaced in like 2 years or a year anyway, so who cares if we like mistreat them and drive them into the ground. And a lot of museums have had a problem with people, because the knowledge of steam is unfortunately dwindling, that the only people who could teach them were the people who joined right at the end of steam, where they were like, oh, we're gonna get rid of them, so, you know, do whatever. And then they just immediately switched over to diesel and electric, and they're great at driving those. But so he said, like, there's certain aspects of driving steam engines that are kind of lost on modern generations, which I think is really sad because, you know, steam engines are amazing. Finally, we're getting to explore Deep Castle. This is probably one of the larger cities on the map. As long as we keep doing this, we can keep the stutter down. That's a real true statement, especially on the Pennsylvania Railroad. They operated in military fashion, a no-nonsense railroad. I mean, they did that, but they also treated their employees excellently. If I could have been a part of any railroad in the past, I would have wanted to work for the PRR because they had the best unions in the entire country. I'd argue. I don't know if that's true, but based on every documentary I've seen, I've heard the New York Central was super draconian in its leadership style and management. I've heard really, really bad things about the Southern Pacific. And like, you know, it was like stuff like the derailments on the Cajon Pass and stuff that eventually led to the demise of that railroad, among other things. But, yeah, I don't know. I'm not too much of a railroad historian. I like the, you know, the aesthetic of just like, you know, trains that we can't really see anymore. Also, that train just expressed its way through Deep Castle. I don't know what's going on with the line there. Oh, and it's 1932. Hooray. We get the 814, some Russian EMUs, which are actually just in time because, unfortunately, on the old Maricliff commuter, these have been alive for 25 years. These MP54s, and historically, the Pennsylvania Railroad did not replace their. Actually, you know what? We can use this 65. This is a freight engine. Never mind. Let's use you. 85 compared to this can do 80. This can do 105. We messed up. It's länger extra wagen för den extra car. I'm not even gonna try. You can do 95. This is the Japanese one. Let's do yeah. Let's just try it out. Let's see how it does. Oh no, we lost our guy. God damn it. Where is he? He's at the bus station. Oh no! Who was it? It was, Does anybody remember the name of the guy we were following? Because I don't. It was like, Oh, here we go. That's close enough. Pacific River, that's eons away. Anyway, back to Marycliff real fast. Let's check out these. Oh, these look pretty cool. What's their capacity? 76. I don't think this route is popular enough to warrant much higher than that. But where does it go? I think it goes to Brighton. No, it goes to Wide Plains, where there are 5 people waiting. Okay, it's fine. Evan, that's right. His name was Evan. Alright, where's the bus stop? Jessica, you're killing it today. You're just, you're better at the stream than I am. That's for sure. Alright, Ronaldo Square, Deep Castle. Where does this bus even go? He's gone. I don't know where the bus went. Okay, so this one goes that way. So the orange one must be this one. Wow, these are full. Surprise. Let's see if we can find Evan. That's Connor. Hunter. Well, our backup will be Lucas Bennett, because why not? Where's the next bus stop? Why is there like a bus and then there's also a trolley? Because this is the inner city bus that goes to Ronaldo Square. Okay. Jessica says, I am a railroad activist, historian, and always looking for more obscure details. Very cool. That's actually, there needs to be more people like that. I feel like, you know, sometimes I feel very alienated from people I know, and even some of my friends, because they're like, oh, well, it's just a train, it's just a piece of equipment, and I'm like, no. Like, you're telling me that this is just a piece of equipment. Like, that's a work of art. The fact that they figured out not only how to make something that, like, runs as fast as this, but also, like, looks this good, like, that's just, that's talent. No two ways about it. I wish you could select people in the bus, because I wanna find my guy Evan. Is he getting off here? Somebody did. Nicholas, Garrett, Noah. Maybe he's here? Connor, Charles, Evan Lewis. Wow, we were doing all that for nothing. One thing I am noticing, though, is this station is completely overloaded, so we need to, first of all, extend it on all fronts. Towards the river. And then how many buses? A lot. Okay. The bus services are gonna be weak sauce until we can figure out a... Okay, so we're just gonna use the Daimlers. They're gonna switch over. We just need that extra capacity just to clear out all the people out of here. Yeah, I'd say that's how I'd describe myself, as I'm a railroad activist myself. I'm like more than a rail fan. Like, you know, I just like... Because a lot of rail fans are just like, ooh, yeah, that's a sick train, you know? Or they're like... I made this joke that, like, a lot of rail fans would like to put, like, you know, like Frisco 210-Os on the Acela line, you know, and just scrap all the Acelas just because it would look cooler or whatever. I honestly, there's times where I just, like, can't follow, like, steam locomotive photographs on Facebook or whatever, because it's like, no, that's, like, not how anything works. Or like when someone's talking about preserving an engine, they're like, what about this one? And then like someone will be like, well, here are all the problems with that engine and why it can't be restored without like $10 million. And you see people going like, oh, well, that'll they should just fix it anyway and just shell out the money. And it's like, all right, so you want the museum to go out of business, and, you know, they lose all of the other stuff that's there. I don't know. There is a phenomenon in rail fanning, model railroading, that sort of thing. There is a high percentage of people in the rail fan community that are on the autism spectrum. Case in point, I am. But there's, I don't know. I think, like, where was I going with this? Oh yeah, I think that can lead to some, like, patternistic stuff within the fandom. Like, for example, somebody really wants this one steam engine to be restored or whatever, but, like, it can't happen, and then, like, there's just, like, Facebook wars about it. I've seen that happen. Jessica says, not everything can be restored to operation. Railroads are in the business of making money. We are fortunate to have what we have operating. Very true. They don't have to host steam excursions and ferry moves, but they do. That's true. One thing I will say to that point is England is way better about it than America is. I honestly, like, I look at how many, like, mainline excursions and how many just steam engines they preserved and have operating, and, all sorts of wild, like, they'll like do like an A4 triple header, once a year, or something like that. That's I'm paraphrasing, and what's it called? But I do think, like, America cares about it less because America doesn't, I'm trying to think of how to word this, like, because I can't say, like, America doesn't care about its heritage, because it cares about its heritage in the wrong places, i.e. the Confederate States of America, but where is that same devotion to, like steam, and, like, museums and stuff? But I feel like people are too busy being on their cell phones to, like, care about trains. It's like, oh, that's just an old, tea kettle, like, what, but I feel like if people were able to see, like, that in their lives, like, they're just sitting in a crossing and they're like, oh shit, here comes an Amtrak, and this, the T1 goes by at 111 miles an hour, and, like, just, like, wind blows back their hair, and, like, they just hear the whistle and they're like, oh my god, that's really cool. No one I've ever met has, when they actually experience it, like, I brought friends to the trolley museum I used to work at, and I'd talk about it a lot, and they'd be like, oh yeah, there he goes again, he's talking about the trolley museum. But when they actually, like, saw it, and, like, saw, like, my enthusiasm for it as, like, a living entity, like, I could be like, that is a car I drove, that is, the car that took place in this story that happened, or, like, or I was on this one while we were doing track work, or, like, I'd go out on, so on and so forth. I'd see their eyes light up, and they'd be like, whoa, that's really cool, like, and I just think that could happen, if people, if like, the government or whoever is in charge of this, the Federal Railroad Administration, I just think more could be done. And I'm grateful for what is there, but it's like, it's inaccessible. It's not like England where, like, you throw a stone and you hit a train museum. They often forget roads at one time were dirt. Interurban railways allowed freight and passenger service for door-to-door deliveries. Yes. At the trolley museum, I liked to call the railway post office car, like, the kind of proto-Uber. And, like, when I did the tours, the kids would be like, oh, I get it, because when I was like, this is a railway post office car, it would carry mail and freight and all sorts of stuff, they would just be like, yeah, just like everything else. But when I was like, so this is an Uber, you'd like, you'd have to like write a document and send it to the shipping office or whatever, and like it was way more complicated than just putting it on your cell phone and doing it. But this trolley would roll up right to your door, and the door would open, and the guy would just toss out the package, and then you got like your Grubhub or whatever the equivalent of that was, your milk, your cheese, your hamburgers, or whatever have you. Interurban railroading is so fascinating to me, and there was this thing that I saw recently that just boiled my blood. It was like, oh, like, you know, they're experimenting with using trolleys and streetcars for freight, and it's like, that works already. Like, you're not experimenting, that's not a new idea. Like, it's 2021, just look at any picture, you know. The RPO car was how passenger trains turned a profit, Jessica says. Once the contract started going, passenger trains lost money. Eventually, Amtrak was created to save what little passenger service remained. If that isn't the truth, then, you know, I don't know what is. Honestly, like, you know, passenger trains and, like, I don't know, railroading in America, just as a whole, not even in like the museum circuits, and this is just my opinion, but I honestly see railroading died in the 50s. Like, it's gone. Like, they're not going to be able to recover because the post office doesn't want anything to do with RPOs. You know, the trucking companies are cheaper despite being worse for the environment. And also horrible for the drivers. My God, I would never be a truck driver. Like, that sounds like the worst job. Just like, here, take all of these uppers and drive from Maine to California. Oh, and you have to do it in this amount of time or you're fired. Like, excuse me, no. Like, I'll take a hard pass on that, you know. So I guess, Mr. Lewis lives in this house along the busy bus route. This tunnel is not cutting it. We need to make another one because, yeah, just because we do. It's how it is. Okay, bus lane, please. And then you are going to sharply dip down, all the way down, and then down, whoops, uh-oh, what have I done? Then go on through here. Oh, I had it for a second. Oh, the game froze. Please don't crash. Please, no. No, no, no. Oh, lag. Okay, come on. Also, Mr. Lewis is on the move. What is going on? No. Go down. Down. There we go. Okay, I guess that's how it's happening. Let's get rid of this. Too much slope, huh? How about that? Boom. This is perilous. Jessica says it made a comeback with the Staggers Rail Act, but once precision scheduled railroading came, oh my God, yeah. We hit a new dark era, longer trains, but at what cost? Fewer crews, deferred maintenance, among other mistakes. Don't even get me started on PSR. That's just ignorance. There is no redeemable thing. Like, yeah, longer trains, whoop-de-doo. So when a train derails, more cargo gets delayed. And if deferred maintenance is deferred, then that means more frequent derailments. It's Penn Central all over again. Like, you know, Penn Central and like the just the general collapse, that was the dark era. I honestly think ever since, you know, 100 railroads became 5, we've been in a dark era. To me, like, seeing a train is inconsequential now. Because it's going to be one of 5 things. You know, look, I didn't even know that 210-2s ran through here, and we get to see one. And there's also a train in here. What's that? I don't even know what that is. It's some sort of... I think it's a 10-wheeler. Let's take a look. Yeah, it is. This is a representative of the G5 Pennsylvania 10-wheeler. But, And Jessica says, and this is why I defend Burlington Northern Santa Fe. They're the only Class 1 or mainline railroad to vehemently refuse the PSR touch. They would rather operate traditionally than for short-term gain. They look at the... I'm getting mush mouth, my god. They look at the long-term goal. Yeah, that's fair. I cannot argue with that at all. Speaking of long-term, we need to look at our roster right now. Class G, the 460s. Oh, you're getting replaced, my friend. It's 1932. Your time is up. You know, precision standard railroading be damned, but we actually have to do it on here in order to save the frame rate of this game. Yeah, let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we'll do 18. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Get a caboose. Can you go fast? Yes. High. And then, mountains take the 5,000 designation, and, you're gone. Oh, look at that. Yeah, because this stutter has been bugging me for so long. I just wanted to stop. Like... Alright, Evan's getting back on the bus, so... Why don't we follow him around?
Hang on, I gotta reply to a message. I forgot today was Train Tuesday, where I do Train Simulator, and usually I have a guest on, and I just like blanked and forgot. Oops. I'll just talk to him later about it, I guess. Not to sound blasé, yeah, I don't know. What time is it even? Oh, I guess we're on the trolley. Basically, mental ass, what mods am I running? All of them. I couldn't tell you. There's 590, almost 600 mods installed. Way too many. And he also asks, how do you deal with traffic problems? I got a natural city growth mod and always have traffic problems. Whoa, why are we looking at that? We should be, where did our guy go? I don't know. I just kind of let the cities grow and I put in I guess an effective enough, public transit network that people just take the bus and the trolley. This is one of the 2-mile long oil trains. Where's the next bus stop? Oh, I think he's going back here, which means we're gonna have to deal with a giant mess of people. Oh well, maybe we could follow somebody else. Oh god, I feel really bad about not letting my friend know about. I just forgot it was Tuesday. It's easy as that. I just fucked up. Yeah, basically public transport the shit out of them. Yeah, bus stop on every corner, pretty much. I mean, I have one here, going here, and then there. Basically, if they're like, no, I don't want to walk to the bus, and they take a car, then you need more bus stops. Got a, what is this? A PAX Midland coming in. Now the PAX Midland differs from the PAX Northern in that instead of going this way from Deep Castle, it goes all the way up here, all the way to Brighton. And then there's one that goes out of East Haven that goes up to Bushford. Alright, where is he? Evan Lewis, there he is, found him. Now he's going to Shoreport.
Interesting, thanks. A lot of my traffic issues also come from interconnecting city routes. Replace that with passenger rail. Oh yes, I never connect cities unless it's absolutely necessary. So I made this bridge this episode and put trolleys across it because these passenger trains are completely overloaded. Like I don't think you were here for this, but the PAX Eastern needed to be double-headed with like 1 million coaches because there were 500 people waiting here. And now the G&D Pacific River has 250 people waiting for it. So it's just like, I mean, they're doing great. They're making millions of dollars every trip, but it's killing the I mean, that's a whole other kind of traffic problem, but yeah, I mean, across this entire map, you know, you just have like there's no roads connecting the cities. It's all rail. And this what's it called? This map is just crazy town for trains. Like, this is the River Delta map, hence the name of the series, based on, actually it is a height map of the River Delta Transport Fever 1 map that I imported into Transport Fever 2. So even the map itself is a mod, and there's just everything going on everywhere. Currently, we're just spending some time in Deep Castle, just enjoying trains and Official Revy says, "Hi, my fuel refinery is consuming 100 oil, but the fuel is just not getting anywhere. I tried placing a truck station, but there is not any fuel coming out, and it says shipment 0 out of 100. Whatever I do at my nearby city also says 0 out of 77. While we're waiting for the PAX whatever, let's go over to this oil refinery over here and examine. So, oil starts up here, and I also have a plastic thing, but don't worry about that. Here come the oil trains, pulled by the Renfei Mountains. The way I have this set up is they bring oil all the way down here to the canyon, and it gets turned into refined oil that then gets brought back. But also, there are trains that pick up refined oil and bring it to here. This is not doing as well as it should, but you got to make sure that the station has the squigglies connecting to this, and then you also need to make sure that the train, when it's going back, when it goes to a town, like let's use that one. This is the one that the fuel comes to. It comes in here, right? There's squigglies connecting this to the town, and then wait a second, I might have messed this up somehow. Where's the industrial district? It's over here. So this station is in the catchment radius of this industrial sector. If it's not attached to the industrial sector, that's when you use trucks. I don't need to use trucks because this station is doing great. Then, what's another example? What could I do? Oil. That's iron ore. So, we have all of these refined trains coming in here, including a mod that turns coal into fuel. We have North Haven Heating Gas and Sons and North Haven Heating Coal and Daughters. I use industrial trams to pick up the fuel to bring it down to Hamden, where it gets dropped off right in the center of the industrial district. And then it, then it loops around and goes back. And the same with North Haven. It gets shipped by these rose red trams over here, right in the middle of both the commercial and the industrial district. So you just got to be really diligent with what, like you need to know where it's going, like exactly, and where, like, because it'll do that if you're missing something in the chain, or the train is taking too long to get there, or like, you know, stuff like that. It will like derail your production line. And I've been there. I've actually been there on this map. I was like, why the hell isn't anything going? Are you full? All right, you need an update of cars. Okay, Steam, please. 1K4. When are we getting the GG1? I want the GG1 on here. Let's see. K4. Post-war. Passenger. We're just gonna get a bunch of these. That's an observation coach. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How can you do? Let's do 4. Okay, so that train did not do diddly squat. Oh, okay. Oh, you bought the game today. Okay, wow. Yeah, if you want to see, and this is me both trying and not trying to advertise myself, if you watch this series, the River Delta series on the Twitch or on the Blueberry Boys YouTube channel, from the very beginning, you'll see how all of this came to be, because we're 30 episodes in, and each one is like 2 to 3 hours, sometimes 4 or 5 hours, and it's just me like building this up, and me just being neurotic about train numbers and wheel arrangements and such. But where are you? In Midland, you're 60, 70, you're going to Wide Plains, you're going to Brighton, you're going to do the same one. Going to Deep Castle. Nice. Wait a second. What? Hang on. Oh, you're going the other way. Okay, gotcha. Where are you? Deep Castle. You're all the way up here. My god, that's really far away. You're going to Deep Castle? Why? You should be going to... Oh my god, I am a moron. I can't believe I overlooked this. Go to Wide Plains, then Upper Havenland, then Deep Castle. Stop at every station and don't go on the wrong... Oh my god. Okay. Upper Havenland. Please go in on track 3 going back. There we go. And now, did that fix it? Going up here. Oh, the lag. Oh my god, it hurts. Wide Plains, you should be on a different track. Okay, you should be going in on track. What is going on here? Hang on. Ah, problem. Okay. Coming up, you do that. Coming down, you do this. I can't, that's been going on for 30 years and I never even noticed it. This is the PAX Eastern, which does the other way. It goes to Bushford. Alright, back to Deep Castle, back to Lag City. Let's rail fan. This is one of my favorite spots to rail fan. This section right here. It's a little less busy now though because I rerouted everything across the bridges. Yeah, no, but if you, so I've been playing this game since Transport Fever 1, and I actually played this map in Transport Fever 1 and mucked it up so badly that every single train on the map is being held up by another train. I would advise to maybe try to not build junctions like this one on your first try out. This took a lot of finagling, and but if you nail it, you nail it. But I didn't even nail it. I had to like break it in order to make it work again. Rail fan, let's go. What do we got? Mikado pulling. Boxcars, what are you? You're the Shadow of the Valley food train. The East Haven Railroad, which is represented by green trains, is kind of an analogy to the Pennsylvania and Milwaukee Road railroads. It is the largest network on the map. I wish I could select like just the East Haven route so you could see like where that is, but yeah. Now we just need to wait a million years for the other train to come down from Havenland. It should actually be getting there. You're going to Deep Castle, and you're almost there. Look at that. Ooh, more trains coming. You are getting replaced by, guess what? 210-2s. These are some of the more powerful steam engines, and they're going to be directly replaced by diesels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And a lot of stuff is going down in 1949 when the F7s are here. Hi. Precision scheduled railroading. Delete it. Here it comes. He says he figured it out. Thank you, mate. You're welcome. You see that the world is massive. Are trains the most profitable freight transport? Yes. I think I can say that confidently. It's possible, obviously, to make money doing other things, but they just do it the best, you know? Unless you're going over water. It depends on how much track, how many bridges, how many tunnels, how much water there is, you know, that sort of thing. But if it's just pretty much just like something like this, then yeah, freight is best by train. Another tip, if you're new to Transport Fever, double track everything. If you have a new train on the line that, if it's not a passenger train, like, so for example, freight does come through here, but that's because there's literally no room, you know, on this little peninsula here. So I have freight trains running through, but passenger trains of equal speed can share the same track. Freight trains of equal speed can share the same track. But rarely do you want freight trains or sharing the track with passenger trains, because they'll just slow you down, and then it is not the most profitable. Also, you'll get horrible backups. Alright, we're on. Finally. This is the Pax Midland. I can't wait to get the GG1. I'm probably just gonna put the K4s on another train. Now we're going to West Haven, which is the, one of the capital cities. There's North Haven, South Haven, East Haven, and West Haven, and Winterway. And, I suppose, a town like Gory or Defeated could be considered that. So now we're crossing the one of the Deep Castle bridges. Up there is the town, I believe that's Mountain Circle. Well, it's not a town anymore, it's a bustling city, but... You know, the stutter actually got better as we started to remove services, and that'll probably actually cause an increase of profit because cargo will be waiting longer for a train that can hold more. So long as the product keeps coming in and that the turnaround time isn't too high, we should be okay. Hopefully. Can the auto builder or AI make the cities as big as possible, or is there a limit? I think there's a limit. I don't know what that limit is, but I think they will just slowly expand. Like, if you went all the way to year 3000, well, so here's another thing. Your game will crash before it lets you do something like that. Like, so this game has been having performance problems for the past few episodes or so. Oh, hitting our head on the bridge. No, gliding over like a boss. It just won't, like, this game is not very well optimized. Like, 82 kilometers per hour is actually faster than what we're doing right now. The game will slow itself down in order to preserve, like, just itself, I guess. So now we're on the East Haven main line, heading north, or heading west. Why did I say north? Well, that curve turns north, but also a good thing to know in this game is your cardinal directions. Which way is up, which way is down. That's kind of why I do this. So there are 5 different railroads on this map that are all participating in separate networks. We've seen the East Haven for our new viewers, but what we haven't seen yet are the others. There's the West Haven, which takes the like a deep blue color. The South Haven, which takes like a maroon. The Gory and Defeated, which is a representation of the Southern Pacific. That's more of a yellow. The North Haven is orange. That's like the Union Pacific. The Winterway is cyan. And I think that's it. And we've seen the East Haven, which is quote-unquote green, despite none of these things being green anymore. We're slowly going to transition into the railroads they're based off of, now that we have tech from those specific railroads. Oh, look at this little hobo trolley waiting its turn. Yeah, there's a West Haven commuter up there. That's the Golden Rock commuter. Now we're entering the West Haven outer limit. Over there is the hub, which is where all of these freight trains are on their way to. Yeah, you know what? The game is running smoother now that we've knocked some trains off the roster. Putting a million things on every line does not improve anything, because though you might make a lot of money, you will destroy the game, and nobody wants that. Ooh, West Haven freight passing over. That's the plastic train heading into the hub from the oil well I just showed you. Oh, we're stuttering again. We're coming into a real populated area. That's why. It's alright. We're just gonna deal with it. Maybe if we hop off the train, it'll do better. Maybe. So, now we're entering the hub. This is what that is, and we're coming up from this way. Ooh, train. This is it's time. There's 3 of them. We can do 1. 210-2, please. Tankers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. How can you do? Not enough power? That's not acceptable. Let's put a 210-2T on the back. No, that's bad. Let's do this. All. Actually, double-headed. There we go. High maintenance. And let's get rid of these 2. Yep. Slowly but surely. Now we're pulling into West Haven proper. One great mod is the station roof mod. I don't know what I'd do without it. It really is spectacular. Except when you're clipping through it. Oh, come on. There we go. While we're waiting for Mr. Lewis to depart for Shoreport, we're going to quickly replace these signals. That is one pitfall in the game, is you can't just, you know, click a button and all of the semaphores turn into spots. You gotta do it this way, which is kind of weird. I discovered this game feature today, and I did not know it existed until maybe an hour ago. Ah, shit. Come on. There you go. Now, one of the marvels of construction here is the Shoreport River Bridge. This is probably the source of the lag, honestly. This and the other one that the North Haven Railroad goes over. I actually might. So if we come all the way over to the other side, we weren't having serious lag problems until I built this monstrosity. So you know what I'm thinking? I'm just gonna eventually just, once we get planes that can do it, just fly people over and delete this, because this is ridiculous. Anyway, back to Mr. Lewis. He is enjoying his time in the Shoreport station. This is where the Winterway, the South Haven, the West Haven, and East Haven all converge at this giant goods plant. And they make trains come in here and leave, and then trains come in here and leave, and it's a barrel of laughs. What can I say? Got so many different types of trains. You are waiting for a commuter, which is not pulled by Pacific. It's pulled by either a 480 Mastodon type or... what's it called? This is one of the mainline South Haven trains. They all terminate here in West Haven. The, one of them comes out over this way, but most of them, this one and the Canyon Runner come into these two tracks. The West Haven takes the Central, and then the East Haven comes over there. There was a development recently, that's the Canyon Runner, where we rebuilt or repurposed this station, and we put another station underground, so the trains go in there and they get out of the way of the traffic, because this was a huge bottleneck, this area right here. Which is why I advise caution when putting lots of intersecting lines together, because that can and will cause you grief. Oh, and we have grief. What's wrong? Oh, I see. You're too long for the station. Just delete everything. There we go. Fixed it. Here's another one of the... oh, we got all three. Or all three of the different railroads. I thought I saw one of the MP54s coming over here a second ago. No, I guess we're taking one of these, one of the 480s, once it gets across. How do I increase my passenger routes with train? Just let the cities grow because they're going negative so far. Well, in order to have them grow, you need to have goods being delivered. That's why they grow. People, if goods are being delivered to the different towns, then the commercial and industrial districts will expand and jobs will open up. So for example, if someone in West Haven lives in West Haven, shops in Golden Rock, and works in Shoreport, the passenger train will take them to and fro between. And the more cities you have connected and the more cities you have involved in, what's it called? Like, goods, then the more people will go there. If that makes sense. Why don't we rail fan here for a bit? So yeah, that's why goods are essential. And in the early game, trains are really the only way to do it, because they're the only thing that has the capacity capable of doing something like that, you know, moving that many goods. But as trucks get better, eventually they do become a viable transportation alternative. Same with planes, and eventually ships, if you have enough water on your map to make them viable. This map, despite having a lot of water on it, does not have ship viability because I built a bunch of bridges and I'm too lazy to take them down. Crossing to our left now is one of these steel trains going into the hub, hauled by a Bayer Garrett articulated locomotive. And if you guys like what you see and want to see more, please follow. If you already did and I didn't see it, I apologize and thank you for following. I have my laptop open and that's how I'm viewing the chat right now. Leaving now in the mid left is one of the coal trains, and this one with the box cars is a food train. I believe it's the Golden Rock. Nope, it's the West Haven food train. Thank you, Official Revy. Very much appreciated. And what will help me a lot is hang on, give me 1 second. I am I just released a new single on Spotify. So if you follow that link, you can hear my music too. That's actually the real reason I'm doing this, is because I love trains and I'm a musician. So if you guys like music, if you guys like the Beach Boys, stuff like that, I'm part of a label called GGL Records. We are the label of love, and we're ramping up production. I'm also a shareholder on the label, and they do a lot of good work. It's a lot of good people working together, and any listen to my music helps me out, and like it would be great to have that cross-platform stuff. And this is actually the passenger train that we're going to be taking across the river to Shoreport. Just enjoying the station. There's a canyon runner over on the other side. The South Haven Railroad is a representation of kind of like the Norfolk and Western, also the New Haven Railroad. I kind of combine them because we get some vehicles from one and some from the other. Official Revy says, I turn down the stream volume and come back when I've listened to your music. You are the best. Thank you so much. The commuter train rushes in gallant display. And the canyon runner's leaving on the other side. There's a West Haven that just pulled in. We can get a great view of the West Haven UFC arena. And now we get a view of the Shoreport Bridge as we're crossing. Passing over the switch now, we actually have another commuter train right behind us that we're waiting for. That must have been the MP54 that I saw. This engine has to work a little harder getting up this hill, but and there goes the MP54 into the station. Oh, we got that stutter back. We got a green signal and there's another MP50. We gotta fix this. There's too many trains on this line. You get out of here. Actually get rid of both of these, probably. They were just on reserve anyway. Back to our railfan spot. Wow, these are the two trains that we were just watching, but now they're on opposite ends of the track now. While we're waiting for the train to appear, we actually have some vehicles to replace. And namely, it's these 6400 classes. Steam. These work for what they're doing, but we do need... Alright, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Can actually probably delete one. And now we get a full view of the Shoreport River Bridge. There's the plastic facility down there, Orange Plastics. Over there is the oil refinery. Eventually we're going to decorate all of it, but not today. There's probably like, I don't know, like 1,000 trains over this bridge a year. Right now, it's actually pretty clear. We got a, some sort of food train coming the other way. I put the mountain-type engines on fast freights. Oh no, that's a commuter going the other direction. 2 trains passing in the night. I don't know the words to this song. That is not what my music sounds like. Don't worry about a thing. Alright, pulling into Shoreport. Let's quickly check the roster. Well, I think it's your turn to be replaced, friendo. What are we gonna replace it with? A mountain, because mountains are fast. Evan Lewis has arrived in Shoreport North Station. Hey, and there's the Winterway. Doing better now that it took over for the South Haven train there. Yeah, I appreciate the listen, Ravi. Yeah, I'm sure it's not for everybody, but yeah. Are buses any good? Yeah, depends on the bus. That was a perfect time to cut away from that view. Question, Revy, did you listen to just Prison or did you listen to Prison and Liza? Because I have 2 singles out and they're both very different from each other. I don't know if you're into like more like kind of like pop music, but I definitely don't really dabble in that a whole lot. I've made a pop album for somebody, but well, here is, here is the other one.
They're both off of the same album, but they're very different. Prison is more of like, kind of like, I guess electronic, sort of. It's almost like a rock song, but uses like electronic instruments. Liza is very much jazz. Like kind of like a jazz big band sort of thing. Oh, and we're on the trolley. I appreciate you listening, by the way. Makes me happy. I am just gonna quickly use the restroom. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Wow, 6 viewers. This is the most I've had in a while. Thank you everyone for watching. I do oh my god, this is the dude we're following. What in the goddamn... This dude looks like soulless. Especially when he's like taking a step and pausing. Like he looks like he's got like he looks like a little baby. Like look at that. What? I'm an old man, but I am only 2 years old. Ooh, mountain type rolling away. Pulling a bunch of Coors Light cars. Yes, they did have Coors in 1930. My mother said I should work at the factory. I only do what mother says. Oh, man. Yeah, Benjamin Button 5, so it's Brad Pitt when you need him. Yeah. Oh man, that's funny. So yeah, let me know what you think of Liza. I kind of like that one better personally, just because I used more like live instruments on it. Like I got like a bunch of sax players to come together, and like I've recorded more trumpet and yeah. Got my friend from the Ukraine to sing the lead on there. That is more fitting to the music of this time period than Prison is, that's for sure. Wow, this is a really cool view. Where the hell is he going? He's going all the way over here. This is the last industrial building on the block. Wait, no, it's not. This one is. So you gonna walk all the way to the end? I think he might. Oh, the stutter. Come on, just run smoothly. I beg you. We're getting closer, though. I can feel the game, like, smoothing out a little bit. We just gotta, like, find the right, what's it called? Okay, now he's at work. Mr. Lewis is working here. Now that he's busy, let's replace more vehicles. On the Golden Rock Food Run, is that you?
No, this is food to Shoreport, but you're still, Wow, you were never numbered correctly. Okay, you're just a short route, so why don't we, give you something else? I don't know, maybe, let's give you a Mikado. Let's give you a blank one. And 12 cars, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So that's 5, and 6 is 11. And then 12, 13, 14, 15. How can you do? On a high grade, not great, but you know what? No high grades from here to that spot, so red caboose, boom. There we go. Alright, that's pretty much all of the South Haven ones we needed to replace. Oh, that was Jessica who said old but two, not Remy or Revy or whatever. I don't know. I don't know how to do names. You are a 2900, which means you were probably built after 1905. Nope, it's time. It's time for these to go. And we're going to consolidate for sure. You can do 85, the other ones can do 97, so it's time for... You're a goods train, so these don't work. Should we use these? Yeah, let's use these. 1, 2, 3, 4. How heavy are these? 77 tons. Are you shitting me? That's too much. That's way too much. Alright. Turquoise it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 108 capacity. Yeah.
Arbitrary numbers, because I know we have a 5003 already.
Let's find this. Here we go. You're a goods winterway train. And you need, I'm gonna do the mountains again, because they're fast. And I like them. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10. Alright, not enough power. That's an easy fix. Just put 2 of them on there. And we'll leave 3 on here because this has a long way to go. And it does well for itself. Slowly but surely, the Modernity takes over. These British 280s were the kings of their time, and they're still pretty good, but, so I might leave some of them. But, many are getting sacked in favor of, greater, what's it called? I'm just looking through the, like the roster that I've made, just to make sure that, all the vehicles that we need to have replaced are done so. Yeah, like these 10-wheelers. Time's up. It is time for mountains. And 9, 10, 11, 12. Just the same, they'll just be faster. Man, Evan Lewis has taken quite a long time at his place of work. Nope, he just finished. Perfect timing, my god. Alright, we're almost in 1933. How about that? Where's he going now? He's going to a residential building back in Deep Castle. So, our time with Mr. Lewis is probably coming to an end because he's just going back to where he came from. I'm gonna let the time run up to. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm just gonna do this. It's 1933 now. Oh no, I went backwards. Shit. 1933. Okay, we have a new plane. We got Delaware, we got these, and we got the hamburger. And some new electrics, which can probably benefit us somehow. Nice. Well, this was a fun episode. Not exactly scheduled, but, you know, happens. What time is it? It is 3:52, it's almost 4. I think what I should do is sign off for now, but we will be back tomorrow with some more of this. Maybe if I can muster up the courage, we'll do some more chess, or whatnot. You know, let's look at this little baby train. Look at it, it's so small, laugh at it. But yeah, with that said, my name has been CD Trumpet 5. Thank you to Jessica Kasumi and Official Revy. Please feel free to check out my music. It would mean a lot to me. I know Revy did. But anyone else who wants to, please feel free. And with that, I'm going to say signing off.